Two registered veterinary nurses from Paragon in Dalston celebrated a win in a national competition organised by Norbrook, a pharmaceutical supplier.
So Norbrook asked veterinary practices across the country to see if they wanted to be involved in an arthritis awareness evening. Unfortunately, the patients that we deal with aren't able to tell their owners that they're in pain, or that it's sore when they jump into the car, or that it's sore when they're on a walk. So we need to be able to educate the owners so that they can identify the disease in their animals. We felt would be more of a friendly and relaxed environment for clients to come down to the practice and be able to ask questions in a friendly manner, really. So to try and get a bit more information about something that their pet could be suffering from. So we had over 100 of those competition entries come in, which were then whittled down to 15 of the strongest applicants, and then from there Paragon were picked as the winners.
The Cumbrian vets were picked for the win based on their apparent investment in the issue at hand.
So Paragon went above and beyond with their entry. They clearly stood out, and obviously it was the best news when one of my practices won. And it was clear to see that they had so much passion, the same passion I think that Norbrook was trying to get across for engaging with clients about this topic and this disease area. And they thought outside the box. So we said a coffee morning, and they identified that actually not every client can come down during the day, like some of us do work. So they then arranged an evening session where clients could come down after work and to have a little chat. So I was over the moon. So I was lucky enough to come along to their first coffee morning. And I was really, really impressed with how well they'd done, how they'd created such a lovely, friendly atmosphere, and it was really lovely to see so many clients come through the door, and their pets as well, so it was very busy.
And the nurses themselves gave their own reasons for why they believed they'd won.
We had loads. Loads of information, loads of leaflets. We had demos and ramps, physiotherapy demonstrations. I think the free consultation with a vet was quite good because you were getting your dog checked over, and if they're arthritic you were getting medication or blood tests if needed, and it was all kind of free of charge, really.
Yeah, we had a lot of people come as well. A lot of people weren't actually aware that you could help or do much to help. So once we kind of said, oh, if you do these little things or you buy these little things that can all help, just such as like a raised feeding bowl, all that can make the difference. And a lot of people weren't aware of that, so it was nice to actually show them that, yeah, you can help even if it's just little things. The sad thing is osteoarthritis, it's a degenerative condition that basically keeps getting worse, and all we can kind of do is manage it. So once your pet's got it, it's basically making them feel more comfortable at home. So things like if they're struggling to get on the sofa or get into the car, giving them a ramp, giving them an aid to help them do that so it's less painful for them.
But they also confirmed that arthritis in pets is an issue that they feel is important to focus on.
I think we've both got a keen interest, especially in like the physio side, and now we've done a few clinics, you can actually see that it is making a difference, and people have come back and said, oh yeah, even just putting a ramp down or a little bed down where they used to slip on the floor and they don't anymore, and seeing them like losing weight and obviously getting about a bit better and things, it's really good.
And I've seen a couple where doing the exercise plan and the physio has then reduced the need for the medication, so they're not on the medication anymore, and we can assess it again later on if it needs to be put back on medication, but there's a couple that have completely come off of it.
And the recognition from Norbrook is likely to be motivation that results in further awareness campaigns in future.
Yeah, it was fab that we actually went and won it, and Laura's been a great support to us, helping us all the way through it, and she came to help us out on the day as well, which was great.
So we're going to have another client evening or coffee morning, one of the two, further on in the year. I think we're going to kind of push this as a regular thing, because you're always going to get different clients with arthritic pets.
The win for the two nurses represents a hopeful development for owners in the region, with more people being aware of how best to help their four-legged friends. Kieran McFadgen, That's TV.